2 drops to Colin. Wait! Human Faith goes in, flashes 4, drops the ult! The ignite's ticking! And Frosty goes down! Diddle Bomb 1v1 Frosty in the top lane!
Oh, man.
Mike continues in the river as the head is coming out of the forward throws and calls in Mom for a second, but it doesn't matter. The hand goes down and Diego takes the soul. He flashes forward, but the hook from the hand does catch him as Diego is running down the little dragon, but will deal the kill over to his mid laner. Bagger gets run on Baby Cage, run out. They are pincered, and is Malzahar from behind, pulling over the top, is dodged mostly. Malzahar behind, he is 1v4 though, but there's nothing to lock him down. Jetsy flashing forward. The head ults forward, but he does not get the dragon. It is secured by Human Faith, and as they sold over to Viego's Lucian is splitting up the backside. Viego ult over the wall, the hull break will not connect, but the autos will.
Oh, and Smolder might.
Gets hit with the outplay button. Into the head with no. Wait, that's gonna get through the tower. Flash with the heartbreak. There, one quarter of no. Node is trapped with Baby Cage. Has the ult, has the flash, looking for a way out. Shoots it away. Ult back in. About to kill him. Has to look to end this game here.
Literally one shot.
Oh, they're 4-man in the bot side. They're ignoring the tower. They're going for the kill, saving spec. Ult forward. Sharp does land in a Braum, but it's a Braum. He's sticking out. Freeboard flashes forward, but they don't get the kill.
Jinx is
Human
excited.
Faith does not land. Jinx is not excited as Frosty is teleported in the back line. 30 specs ult 5 for super times, but Report has gone down as Human Faith ults over the wall to keep the chase. Gallagher does eventually fall also. Does eventually go down to Lacuna's Boomerang Blade. And Ari drops the Oriana's soul on the sideline. But Report is still here. He is throwing out the damage. Character stun does go wide. And Frosty drops. But Report gets the shutdown on Frosty! Set up for out of the 30, Reborn's on the side, trying to get an angle. Frosty spots him out though. Gallagher's trying to make room for the terror dog. It does go down, but Jinx is getting the reset. Lacuna is down. Jinx is in the backline. She is free firing. Zaheen also goes down. Jinx is reset. Jinx is going crazy. And this is it. The CaseOhs are falling. Jinx has the reset. They got the dragon, but they lost the fight 4v5. And with the A's, I gotta imagine SEAL Team will be looking towards the Baron. Trying to go into Gallagher. He does have flash up. He does have to flash away. Braum stun does land. Team of Faith in the back line. They haven't gotten a kill. They didn't get a reset. Reborn goes down both sides of time. But JF Warrior is breaking him up. Jinx does kill the hen, but he has the reset. They have to burst him down again. Jinx Rep on top. The hen does magic fall. But take Jinx. Rommel does go down. They are trying to re-engage, but no. They don't want to risk it. Reborn still has his ultimate as Jinx is off on the side. Sunny Swag drops very, very low. Miracle is go down. He does. But Lacuna's boomerang blade drops Sunny Swag. Jinx can't get the kills. She couldn't get the momentum going. JF Warrior was off on the side chasing Raze. And now Jinx all by herself does barely limp away. Well, there is no minion wave. Jinx might be able to hold. Hold on, hold on. They are low. Human Faith flashing forward, but Jinx has no summoner spells. She can't hold the wave. While it was a valiant effort, a very close game, the CaseOhs will be deflating all the flippers as they advance to finals. About that. Oh, hello, welcome to the Final Boss Draft League Season 1 Finals. We are just starting the draft for technically Game 2, I believe. I believe we are watching the High Point rosters.
Yep, this is so exciting. We got the CaseOhs versus Kimchi Poros. Just based on the rosters alone, I feel like CaseOhs definitely have the advantage, but things can change with the draft. So we'll just have to see.
Oh, 100%. That's one thing we've seen every time. It doesn't matter what the points say, there's always a chance for both teams to take it.
Now, there is it looks like, is that triple ban for Human Faith
Uh,
from Kimchi Poros,
Probably.
or
Oh no, that's a triple ban to Frosty. I'm guessing.
oh, that's Frosty? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then again, then Raze gets his Syndrome, which we've seen more than a couple times this season be an absolute menace in that mid lane.
Yeah, and Lucian is still up. Jackie is known for his Lucian, so if there's an angle for it, we do expect that to probably get locked in. Scion.
Early
That is an
Scion,
early Scion
okay.
pick.
It makes sense to the bans now. Ban away all those max percent health bruisers and then pick one of the best tanks in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to survive
I'm
through
not
that
sure if
laning
I've
phase and
seen
outscale.
him. I don't know if I've seen Calco. I play a lot of Scion, but I could see him on it. He does play that style champion.
Oh yeah, it's not too surprising. And then we see the Varus being locked in, a champion that's received nerf after nerf after nerf this season with the new itemization. So not, but still an absolute threat no matter where you go. It could go top, could go mid, could go ADC, can literally go anywhere and do just about anything.
Peso's going to respond with an Aatrox pick
Yep,
for top lane.
that was one thing that I was worried about. This is a pick we've seen Frosty on more than a few times. We saw it in season 0, we saw it in season 1. And it is a notorious pick into Scion because it can just out-sustain it. There was one thing I was worried about when I saw that early Scion pick. That this is something we know Frosty will happily play.
And then a Sever pick. Looks like CaseOhs have a pretty good team fight right now.
Kind of surprised we're not seeing Jackie go with his Lucian, because, I mean, every time we've seen it, it's popped off, it's gone crazy. But he just wants to play that safe scaling, let the other team be, or let the other teammates be more of that wild card scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to be the
People
Diana
going to
rounding
lock
out the
in that
Kimchi
Diana.
Poros.
I think that's got to be jungle.
I'm assuming it's going to be Yagin on the Diana in the jungle. We have seen at least I've seen a Fringe Diana mid lane, but usually it's more that raw burst. But she's definitely more popular in the jungle with that Dusk and Dawn with that more bruiser setup. Yep, Kimchi Poros now banning away the Viego again. A pick we've seen the CaseOhs pull out time and time again, especially Human Faith. Not too surprised to see it banned away.
I'm wondering if CaseOhs might try to ban out Mr. MLG Pro. I know he plays LeBlanc, plays some other safe mages too.
Yep, CaseOhs taking away
We're gonna see a Volley Bear ban.
Convinced that so they're assuming that the Diana mid, I'm guessing. And last ban for the Kimchi Poros will looking like it's gonna be that Kane in the jungle. So they're taking away those hyper scaling bruisers. Is that a Briar ban?
Yep, and that Briar ban, because Yagin is known for Briar, so if they think that's Diana mid, looks like they're just gonna target some junglers down.
They're gonna lock
And
in
we're
the
gonna see a
Karma
Karma for support.
Yep, they're gonna try to play that really oppressive bot side with that Varus Karma that just a lot of poke, really hard to deal with in laning. And they're gonna try to hide where this Diana's going. So we don't know if it's mid or jungle yet.
A Sona
Ooh.
lock-in. I haven't seen Sona in
Ooh.
forever.
I was
Except
just
inting in
thinking
my
the
solo
same
queue
thing.
games, of course.
Well, Sodas will always, well that will never change. Sodas will always run it down in solo queue. But she is
I don't know
a bit
if
of a...
I don't know how good she is.
She's a surprisingly strong scaler with the new tier item in Echoes of Helia. So if she can make it to that 2-3 items, she is phenomenal. Especially for team fighting. So I don't think it's bad, it's just if she can survive the laning phase, which has always been her biggest issue. And it will be a Silas jungle to round out the CaseOhs. We're assuming Silas jungle. Ooh, Kimchi Poros cooking up something spicy.
Bit of a weird draft right now.
So, I'm assuming that's Darius. Wait, is it Darius?
Darius
Maybe like Darius
jungle?
top Scion jungle? Wait, I wonder if they're throwing the Scion mid just
maybe.
Is it Scion mid just to tank through the Syndra and outscale her? Okay, we got some interesting drafts coming out here in game 1. Okay, I like this. They're cooking up something. Okay.
Yeah, Kimchi Poros have a kind of a crazy pick potential as well. They can just go all in if they catch someone.
Yeah, I'm just worried if they're gonna have enough damage to kill through like Aatrox and Silas healing, especially with Sona behind them. That's a lot of
That is a lot
tank.
of healing.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Question
we will
I
be
always
right
ask.
back when the game starts. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Who do you think's gonna win game 1?
Honestly, I feel like Kimchi Poros have kind of a difficult comp to execute. I'm not really sure who's going where still. So I'm just gonna say CaseOhs right now, just to be safe.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, Frosty Aatrox, Ray Syndra, these are 2 picks we've seen time and time again this season. So, I especially with how simple their comp is, front to back, have that range DPS, has the backline healer. Their front line's a little technically squishy, but I don't know if Kimchi Poros has a way to burst through it. So I just think, again, I've said it time and time again, simplicity is key. And I think the CaseOhs is a very simple, very straightforward comp they've pulled off time and time again. But the only way we're going to find out is when we come back for game 2. Hello, welcome back. We have officially starting with game 2. And it's gotta say, oh, shenanigans happening in the bot side immediately. As soon as he immediately chunked to half health.
It is the Scion mid.
Yep. So suddenly the draft makes more sense. The early pick Scion to bait out the Aatrox to have the counter pick.
Yeah. And they also had some jungle bans. They baited out some jungle bans as well, when it is indeed Yagin on that Diana.
Yeah, so it seemed like the draft was a bit lost, but no, they were just 3 steps ahead of us.
Just have to see if that actually pays off. And right now, bot lane getting a bunch of early poke in.
I mean, that's not too surprising. That is kind of just what Karma does. Interesting to note, though, it is Lethal Tempo on Varus, so it will be that odd hit instead of the normal Lethality Arcane Comet. Darius even level 2, immediately trying to walk down Frosty, not letting him get any experience for free. Stacking up that bleed, he is fully stacked, he is taking a lot of damage. And that bonus AD flash ignite forward!
What a flash!
I don't know if that's going to kill Frosty, but should at the bare minimum push him out of lane and make him recall. Frosty has a careful dive here.
Frosty getting so
back.
He's one
He's bleeding, and then it's his first blood over to Kimchi go high.
She go high.
Alright, that's it, Kimchi. Khaled go high.
Kalath Kohai picking up first blood. I don't know if I've ever seen him pick up a first blood against Frosty.
And Frosty losing all those minions, all that experience, getting nothing on the recall besides the refilling pot. Well, Darius picking up the Ruby Crystal and the boot.
Looks like the draft mind games have paid off so far.
Yeah. Frosty does still have the ignite, but Darius is fine with this. The lane's pushing back into him. Diana is in the top side to cover. I imagine we're going to see a 2v2 in the top side here. He immediately clearing out the vision. I don't know if he spied that at Anna. Frosty is getting jumped on in the top side. No flash. Darius does land the pull, and Yagin is here for the follow-up. Q does land, so he has the extra dash. The Darius passive is ticking, and it's Frosty going down again. Yagin taking the kill. As we do see the Giant, or the Karma root not landing, but it doesn't matter. The poke is massive. Stone has to pop the heal just to try to stay alive.
Things not looking so great for CaseOhs right now. We'll just have to see if Frosty is going to be able to get back on his feet, or is he going to be perpetually bullied by this Darius Diana.
Darius one of the teams where if they get this early lead, it is such a pain to deal with. They can just out-stat check you so fast. And with them setting up a massive freeze to the top side, Frosty can't even walk up to farm. He's down 2 levels at 4 minutes.
Health is using his domain expansion right now.
Frosty just trying to do his best to sustain XP range. His Karma cancels the Soda recall. Oh, this is bullying. Yeah, ignoring the lead in the top side, the gold's even. But how are they gonna deal with this Darius?
Mid lane is chilling as well. The jitter on the Scion just doesn't take any damage.
I mean,
it's kind of far.
Not what you expect in this matchup. They're not really gonna interact, but Syndra will be getting extra gold with that first strike income. Oh, Karma Sprue just not connecting. I think if it did, Sona might have been dead there. Both both Karma and Sona are almost completely out of mana. And Sivers also... basically, every mana has been burned to the bot side besides some Varus. Kalai is level 6. Looking for the pull onto Aatrox. Doesn't get it. Does get chunked out by the trade. Pull does land. Aatrox throws down the Ignite. Human Faith isn't in top side, but so is Yagin on the Diana.
Oh, he misses!
It's a 2v2, but Yagin is body blocking the Q2 from Aatrox lands. But there isn't enough CC to lock him down. Yagin body blocking, so Silas can't find the clean engage.
Yeah, Silas flashed and did miss his, I don't know his ability names, but he did miss his chains. So they are going to be unable to pick up a kill. But on the bright side, Frosty, able to get a little bit of farm. He wasn't able to get anything for, like, the past 6 minutes, basically.
Getting any kind of income in your Aatrox at this point is nice change of pace, as opposed to just watching everything bleed out next to him. Ooh, Varus picking up an early BF sword. Are we maybe gonna see actual, like, crit Varus?
Never falter.
Because I don't know why you'd build a BF sword. Oh, Kawhi getting a pull, but oh, Human Faith is back in the top side. Does steal the Darius ult, but it's not gonna do much. Kawhi trying to get his fifth stack to get those resets going. Human land on the 2. Ult connects. Doesn't kill him in Faith, but he will. To take him down. Kawhi in the 2v1, dominating at the top side.
This is great gameplay coming out from Kohai right now. With all of the pressure of finals right now, Cal Kohai is really stepping up to the plate. And Yagin able to get this free dragon in the bot side because of this pressure being applied top.
I was so worried about the Frosty Aatrox, but Kohai said, "Nah, don't worry, I got this. I've been planning for this." Baited out with the Scion pick, and then just locked in 5th pick Darius.
Crayon Butcher's Kala. I thought Frosty's team was the Crayon Muncher, so they were both teammates, right? Oh, that was a good.
That power
shield.
Q from that monster Q from Karma with the blighted arrow from Varus. I'm gonna speed yourself up to guarantee the root lands on the Sivir to get the Q follow-up. Small gold leash towards Cinder the mid lane, but again, I'm pretty sure that's just the first strike income. But that damage is nothing to Scion. He's just gonna stand there and take it all. I'm gonna fade into the boss side, try to find something. Soda flash forward, Crescendo onto 2! Give him fade with the follow-up soul and chase the corruption to get the kill over to Yeki. CaseOhs finally getting some gold back in their pockets. A fantastic flash crescendo coming out from Griffin. Finally get some gold going towards the CaseOhs.
Yeah, and that follow-up Chains of Corruption stolen from the Varus. Good follow-up CC.
Yep. They did lose all 3 cups for doing that. So, and it does also look like Human Faith losing a lot of the top side. So it is something, but it was not a free kill.
Yeah. Kimchi Poros able to at least make it up with their jungler.
Yeah, we do see the Varus working towards that Yuntal, so he is just gonna be crit Varus. I cannot tell you the last time I saw that. Also, it's interesting to note, Sona didn't pick up a tier, so we're not going to see her working towards that new tier support. I can't remember the name of it. But I know, which is kind of surprising because it synergizes so well with Sona's kit. But I guess they want to be more aggressive in lane. Human Face here in the mid side, but it's a Scion. What are you going to do? You're both mages.
Is it the Whispering Circlet? Does that sound right?
Something like that.
I saw a Sona on my team build it yesterday, but it was after she had built a Luden's Echo.
That's apparently an option. I would not recommend it, but you can do that. As again, we just see Calcoli in this top side setting up the creep on Frosty, just not letting him play the game. Looking for that pull. Q does land, so it gets that healing. Again, as long as the trade goes even, that's Calcoli taking the lead because minions are dying outside of Frosty's experience range.
Yeah, and both Ignites are back up, so they can both play.
It's
well,
land on the
mostly
Vic,
Calcoli.
land on the Soda, and it's just deleted by Boost and Poot.
Is that the tier 3, was he MVP, or second place MVP, Bus and Poots? Donna walking up a little too far and is going to get hit with that Chains of Corruption.
Oh, Zion using the unstoppable charge forward. But he was great as a charge of his own onto Yagin. Yagin goes forward, has the moonfall on the raise, but does not have enough damage yet. He was going to keep trying to walk down the Sion, but I imagine Sion should be able to retreat to his tower.
Good, nice attempt from Yagin trying to turn that, but unfortunately they just do not have the damage, especially if Sion is not right on top of that Syndra. They're not able to quite kill her.
Yep, he does have that phenomenal wave clear, which he hollowed, but flashing forward on the Frosty, flash W for this, flash W for the guaranteed slow to try to get the follow up, but Frosty just flashes away, does not panic. Calcoli with a 3-level lead now in the quest minute. It will quickly fall back down to 2, but for a brief moment, 3-level lead in the top side.
That is crazy, and look at that gold gap as well.
1.6k has that teleport now from the top lane quest being completed.
Now it does look like the Silas is on Dragon. Probably will not be contested here.
Yep, looks like Kimchi Poros took a reset in bot side. He just was not able to get back in time to contest it.
It is still looking pretty good for Kimchi Poros. They already have a dragon of their own.
Yep. No need to rush it if you don't need to. Human Fate just wants that Chains of Corruption, wants some kind of pick potential to actually be a threat of those ganks. And Chains of Corruption does land in a stone, but she has to disengage. There is not enough follow. Puss and Boots. The root from Karma does land, but Silas is here, so they have to call it off. They can't try to force it. A lot of ults burned, but nothing actually gained.
Yep.
Yagin
And they got
is
the
here, but there's-
heal.
Oh, he doesn't get the heal, you're right. Yeah, Yagin's there to try to make something work, but they spot him out, so they will just back off. Rage is building up the small CS lead, but more importantly, again, just this first strike gold every time Sion wave clears, just as they're probably 20 gold going into Syndra's pocket. Evasive Probells forward to try to find a Chains of Corruption onto Karma. It would have landed, but they burned the flash. Human Faith might have been behind early, but he is putting on the pressure, trying to find anything he can to get his team back into this.
The best top laner in FBDL might be Kohai. He is completely dominating Frosty right now. Mid lane, still pretty boring.
Sion walks forward, takes the plate, walks away, doesn't say anything.
Yeah, and they do have the grubs on their side, which makes it so much more annoying.
He also has those upgraded Merc Treads, so when he goes for those short trades, he does have that magic shield now. So with the Striker, if he gets a pull on the Frosty, he will have an easier time to do the full rundown. With some boost, goes forward, lays his corruption on Sona. The Crescendo's there to follow up, and CC under tower, Yaga trying to find the follow-up, and Human Face digging in the top side. Kalai's getting jumped 2v1, and he will not be able to turn it around. Meanwhile, Yaki's gonna get stunned by the Karma Root. And Yagin will be able
Oh
to kill
my
Yaki
gosh.
as Sona runs away, just not able to get the kill.
Barely living there. I believe it was the Triumph that saved Yakin.
Yep. Triumph giving him just enough healing combined with those Conqueror stacks. Giving him just enough healing to get out. Very, very close to being a 2-for-2 there. As Yagin is just like a 3-man gang in the top side, but Ray's already gone away, and Yagin had to flash away from the stun from the Syndrome. Didn't know the ult was down with that one shot. As Human Faith is here, he has the stone open to Diana. Diana has the right click, and it is enough from Human Faith. I thought Yagin was gonna kill him there, but no.
Yeah, CaseOhs trying to claw their way back into this game. Human Faith is putting everybody on his back right now.
I mean, it's not even a claw. Gold's almost dead even. CaseOhs a small lead across the board, but topside. Meanwhile, as we saw, if it's a 2v1, Kalkoi can't beat both Human Faith and Frosty yet. So while it might be a 1k gold lead, Frosty just got a big gold back. He got that Spear of Shojin, so he's only down, or he's down 1k, but item-wise, it's about even.
Next big objective is going to be the dragon coming up here.
Yep. Dragon it in 1 minute.
I do imagine there will be a fight for this.
Oh, I'd be surprised if there wasn't. Syndrome almost did damage there.
Oh, Silas trying to make a sneaky play, but is gonna get caught. Is gonna be seen on a ward.
Good.
Arm is actually resetting right now.
Dragon in 20 seconds though. Kids was looking to start it immediately as Human Faith is to the backside as Kalkoi is going for the all-in. Change disruptions with as Yagin flashes over to follow Human Faith. Scion is here though, they have
So
the
much
front line.
healing.
Crescendo onto Yagin as Scion charges into the backside, knocks out Sona and River. Human Faith is pumping out damage though. He is both backlines are just falling. Raise, walk, down, boost and boost. And yes, your Scion killed the backlines, but now what? There's a Silas, you're never gonna kill him. You don't have any damage, you're just beef. As he is trying to limp away, I imagine he'll be slowly whittled down, but he gets the shield from the upgraded Berg Shred. Has his shield from
Gosh!
Is it enough? He lived!
Race almost dying to the mid. That was a wild fight. They're just unable to kill the Silas. They had 3 people on him.
They responded, they were all squishy. So once Diana went down, what's Karma and Varus gonna do? They have to run away. Yeah, your Scion kills Sivir and Sona, but you need to deal with the Silas. Kalkoi though might be getting one going to the top
Oh my
side.
gosh, he's getting
Ignite.
so low.
Frosty has the Q flash, but it looks like Kalkoi flashed away as Yagin did secure the dragon. Human Faith in the pit, getting shut down. Yagin does take down Human Faith, a big shutdown going over. But Zapu's gonna pressure down, make sure Raze can't get anything else.
Poros able to make it to that dragon super fast. Oh no, Chains
Change the corruption, go wide, but Karma lives. Yagin dodges the piercing arrows. Or sorry, Raze dodges the piercing arrows. And everyone gets away. What is this? Uh-oh, Raze.
It looks like they
tower.
want
Raze
Raze really bad here.
just gonna get right clicked by Puss and Poots. No outplay needed. They do have the Sona and Human Faith on the side, but they are spotted out, and the Sivir spotted out, but they will just be able to run away. Gold still dead even across the board, but Kimchi Poros up 1 dragon and those grubs, as they will actually be able to drop mid tower. First tower
Yep,
going
they
to
took the
Kimchi
first
Poros. Never
tower.
mind. Nope. CaseOhs took bot tower.
Oh,
already,
they got
apparently.
it bought already.
Yeah, I missed that too.
They did. Oh, it was because they had the Herald. earlier. This game is still quite even.
Game's dead
We
even.
did see that the Aatrox has made a bit of a comeback, able to 1v1 the Darius right now, if he plays it perfectly.
Darius is better with all-ins, but Frosty playing those short trades, getting slowly chipping down that Darius health bar. Doing 10% there might not seem like much, but doing it over and over and over again, slowly willing him down. Frosty now the one setting up a freeze on CaseOhs. Both teams setting up topside. They are both threatening to do this early Baron. But both going to mute the spot out of Southwide. He's going forward. Human Fate goes up, takes the portal over.
Goes
But he
in.
jumps right into Diana and Karma. Human Fate is getting shut down. He goes in for the ult. But it is not enough damage. That Soda healing keeps him alive.
There were
Human
two
Fate does
people
take down
right
Johnny.
behind him.
CaseOhs trying to go forward, trying to get the heal, but it's not enough. All of the CaseOhs have collapsed. And they will look to start off this Baron.
It did look for a second there that Human Face was inting, but his Scion and Sivir were right behind him. It's gonna get taken a little low, but it doesn't look like the Poros want to contest this. Or maybe they will now that they've spotted him.
Ooh, that was I saw a very early smite. We could have seen a blind piercing arrow to maybe steal that Baron away. Yep, but the gold has swung back towards the CaseOhs with this Baron. I imagine they're going to use it to extend their lead and try to break down some of these outer towers finally.
It's still kind of anyone's game depending on how these team fights will go.
Sivir picking up her IE and last hit for now. That is a massive spike for your AD carry. Yeki flash forward. Yeki getting jumped on, but no. Oh. Wow. Human Faith putting in work. Everywhere on the map, being disengaged to starting every single fight.
Yeah, that was a great flash into his chains. I don't know if he used the Chains of Corruption right
I
out.
think he did. Oh, no, never mind, he just used it on the Yalgan. CaseOhs in the top side is getting ignited by Frosty. Frosty has the Q3, does take down CaseOhs. This 1.5k lead in the top side reduced to nothing as Raids reduced the Karma to nothing with the unleashed power. CaseOhs suddenly in complete control of the day.
Huge change of pace all of a sudden.
And it all started with
Well,
Human
to be
Faith
fair,
finding those early picks.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of been building up.
Yep. The leads have fully been dwindling. CaseOhs not being able to find those all-ins as often. And then just all across the map, we saw all of cases with like a 200, 300, 400 lead. And every fight just kept slowly going more and more their way. As that will be the case, those picking up their second dragon themselves. With a solid 5,000 gold lead now. CaseOhs walking the farm, but he immediately loses half his health bar from the Syndra basic combo. This is the one downside of having that sign in the mid lane. Syndra gets to farm up just as freely.
Oh, looks like Kimchi Poros going to just try to wait out the Baron, which doesn't have a ton of time left on it. But what we've seen is that they just keep getting caught out. They haven't had a proper team fight since that last dragon. Or 2 dragons ago.
Oh, they're gonna try to look on the Frosty now. He has the flash, I imagine. Doesn't even need to use it. Just armbolt dashes over the wall. They did get Frosty's ult, but that's next to nothing.
Yeah.
I can try to get his own jungle. He's able to smite away his own red buff. Sivir has picked up her full Lord Dominic, has that extra true damage or extra damage against the tanky targets, which will be basically everyone on Kimchi Poros. So Sona did probably pick up a tier at some point, but she went Seraph.
Interesting.
Wants that raw AP, I guess, being more aggressive. That will be Kimchi Poros' bottom lane tier 2 falling.
CaseOhs have a 7k gold lead now. It feels like it went from...
Very important item specs coming out now. That is Syndra picking up her death cap, so she will just be able to lead everyone besides... Honestly, even the side at this point, she might build a one-shot.
It went from being even to 7k, like, so quickly.
Yep. Like, you saw Kimchi Poros that slight lead the entire game, and all of a sudden just, nope, that's our lead now. Styles with the zone, just Sivers with an extra BF sword. At this point, the Kimchi Poros need a miracle pick to try to get shut down, get them back in their pockets. But instead, it looks like it is Karma being caught out in their own jungle as the Soul of Chains will CC her. Frosty is getting 2v1 on the top side, but no! He's staying alive, he's healing! As the flash percent of Persona does CC long enough. Human Faith is here, follow trying to save his top laner.
A 2 or 3v5 now.
It's a full-on team for CaseOhs as Frosty survives, and now the Kimchi Poros are stuck underneath their own tower to find a wave clear. Silence goes aggressive under tower, has the zone to keep them alive. As Varus is trying to pump out every DPS he can, but it doesn't matter. Yeki will flash forward and try to walk out the Scion, and that will be the ace for the CaseOhs. I imagine they will try to end the game here.
Kill Jackie.
Human Faith does go down as the Blaze. It is 2 big shutdowns going over, and actually, that is a lot of pressure gone. I think they can hold now with both of them dying.
That might have just saved the game. I feel like they probably could have ended if they had their full squad. But again, they're just getting caught out, and then they don't have a proper team fight. It was like a 4v2 into a 4v3, and then 5v2 once everyone started just dying one by one.
Yeah, it's really hard for Kimchi Poros because they want to play for these picks, but who do you take off? Aatrox and Balance won't heal up so much. And Jaga tries to take off on Sona, but he's immediately jumped by Frosty and Yeki. The picker has become the pick. As it is another kill going over the CaseOhs.
And another dragon, which is going to put them on soul point.
Uncontested dragon going over to the CaseOhs, as they will also look towards the Baron.
CaseOhs just able to pick up everything on this map. Kimchi Poros aren't even safe in their own jungle right now.
It's not even their jungle at this point. I think the CaseOhs spend more time in it than they have. In a free Baron being pushed, the CaseOhs going to take a reset to get some item spec before they go for this push. Sivir finishing her Bloodthirster, Syndra getting a Seeker's Arm Guard for that protection. Kimchi Poros really need a miracle play to come back in at this point. Calico, I guess, to pull on Human Faith. But yet again, it's the entirety of the CaseOhs collapsing. Has to burn his splash just to get away. Interruption land, but Human Faith has his Sonya, so he's not in any danger. And with the Sonya behind him, I imagine he'll just heal it up. Their power minion is very hard for Kimchi Poros to deal with because they have that Scion in the mid lane. They don't have a second wave clear. It's just on the Varus.
Yeah. Getting pushed into their base.
He's having trouble even walking to clear the wave. And Scion Gormley all in. They need to find something. With the ult completely missing, and Human Face shows him how you land a Scion ult. Frosty teleporting in to round up the team fight, and it is all of CaseOhs arriving. As Frosty flashes forward into the backline! Double kill for Frosty, double kill for Human Face! And Grace takes up Straggler. And with a 5-for-0 ace, that will be the CaseOhs pushing in mid lane, pushing into base, and taking the series up 1-0.
I mean, at that point, at the very end, you just have to try anything, so the Scion just tries to make a play, and unfortunately, Kimchi Poros will lose game number 2.
Yep. Do we know how the first game happened, or if it's still going on?
I don't see it updated right now.
Alright, so currently it is still just the 1-0 to CaseOhs. Can't speak. Crawling their way back from a 2,000 gold deficit to a dominant lead at the end there.
Yeah, that was an incredible snowball that we just witnessed. Now I am interested to see. I believe it's only 3 games today, right? So there's like just one more tonight?
I believe
Or is there
doing
4?
2 more.
2 more? Okay.
Yes, we're doing 2 more, and then
today.
there's 3 tomorrow.
Okay, well, I mean, Kimchi Poros, their roster was not as strong, and we knew that coming in as well. But they did try some mind games with the draft, and it had an effect at the beginning of the game. So that was pretty impressive to see, honestly.
Oh, 100%. I mean, we saw it was been an unorthodox draft coming out from Kimchi Poros. They were playing for that cheese factor, trying to bait out that early Aatrox, have that counter pick. And it worked early, but they weren't able to capitalize on that lead after 5 minutes.
Is asking, did anybody get his clip? He is trying to farm. I see. He just picked the Darius to farm clips.
I respect it. I would do the same thing.
But no, seriously, I feel like these 2 teams are really, really even. So I'm excited to see how the rest of the series goes.
Yeah. But we'll have to see how it goes when we come back for game 3.
So how can I leave it all behind when I refuse to watch it fall to dust? Tell me why it won't ever be the same. I'll burn it all, no matter who's to blame. I'll find a way.
Hello, hello! We are back for the Game 3 draft of the Final Boss Draft League Season 1 Finals between the CaseOhs and Kimchi Poros. The game we did not stream did go the way of Kimchi Poros, so the series is currently tied 1-1.
Yeah, about what we expected. The Kimchi Poros were up a lot of points for game 1, and CaseOhs were up points for game 2. So, this game, we do have a slight lead for Kimchi Poros in terms of points, but it is anyone's game still.
Yeah, it's only a 15-point difference. That can easily go either way, as we do see some bans coming out for the CaseOhs. Corky and Smolder being banned away, while surprise Killos Gwen being banned away. It's almost like the guy's hashtag Gwen in his name or something.
About what you would expect, the Gwen to be banned away, and looks like they are targeting Carpal as well. No Tom Kench ban. That could be a happy black mop pick.
Are we gonna see some mopping?
They do keep letting him get Tom Kench, and he does keep mopping the floor with his Tom Kench. So...
As we do see an immediate Sivir pickup though for Lacuna. Just, again, that very safe pick, very generic, scales stupidly well with that 6 damage items now. Not too surprised to see some priority put on it. Doesn't really have any bad matchups unless you're gonna play like a Draven or something, but even then it's a very niche thing to deal with. Ooh, early Victor picked up. Not a champ I've seen a lot of this season.
Yeah, I feel like Victor's always been a pretty safe pick, though, especially since he got his arcane buff.
Yep. I mean, just kind of a very generic, hyper-scaling mage. Reaches that point of just eventually having those delete buttons, putting out so much damage in team fights. But always has that early game struggle until he gets stacked. Speaking of late game scalings, we have in Aphelios. That is one of those champions that can outscale the Sivir just because his kit is literally, I will right click you with all these guns. Just get so many raw stats from that passive from not having any extra abilities.
It is Carpal on that, so I'm anticipating they really want him to carry this game.
Oh yeah. Zehen picked up for CaseOhs, something we've seen time and time again in this season. That late game scaling, early team fight potential, everything you want. As we see a Malzahar pickup. And, wow, guys, is it a oh my gosh, guys, that could definitely be Tom Kench support. Oh my god. It will almost certainly be Mop getting his Tom Kench in the top lane. A crowd favorite, I'm sure the chat's going wild for it.
They keep letting him get Tom Kench, and the same thing happens every game.
He mops up that top lane.
The Malzahar, though, incredibly boring. You just click R on someone and they die. Maybe not Tom Kench, actually.
Normally something you see into something that's really hard to lock down, like a LeBlanc, like, anything where they are a bit awkward to peel, but, like, Victor Aphelios, there's really nothing to lock, like, they're very easy to lock down already. So probably more so just that comfort pick, because I don't particularly think that lane is that good for Malzahar, because Victor could just outrange him for the entire game. As I do see Kimchi Poros banning away more bruisers on the top side, taking away Aatrox and Renekton, trying to give Mop an easy lane as possible, while CaseOhs trying to make Carp's hot lane as hard as possible, banning away that Lulu and the Milio, trying to take away some of that safety.
I'm not sure what their support, the Kimchi Poros support plays. But Amuchu is probably most likely going to pick an Enchanter.
Could be Enchanter. Yeah, I was gonna say that or like a Braum, but Seraphine or Sona fits their comp perfectly because the CaseOhs are pretty short range. so they can play those long team fights, get out as much healing as possible. And we are seeing the Sona, almost guaranteed Sona support for that Aphelios. Very, very devastating scaling, but can suffer early game if they can't get to those item spikes. But I'd expect CaseOhs to pick some kind of engaged support, but no! They're just gonna play a hyperscaling bot lane of themselves, looking to play that Yuumi, and it will be Yuumi! We have Yuumi versus Sona in the bot lane. We are 0 gameplay going, boys. It is all enchanters, all scaling, all the time. I hope you're ready for 20-minute long team fights, because no one will be dying. Last pick, we're gonna find out that's Zehen. I'm assuming it's Zehen topside, because I feel like I can deal at least decently with the Tom Kench, but no! They're looking to lock in the Mordekaiser, and it will be moored into the Mop Kench. I feel like
And that
Kench
Mord,
I feel like Kench is fine with that matchup, honestly.
the Mord is probably going to look to just ult away whoever is fed. So if Aphelios is the carry, Mordekaiser can just easily just yoink him out of the fight.
Yeah. Well, Kimchi Poros looking to match that Zehen scaling in the jungle. They are looking at that Jax. And it will be the Jax in the jungle. I'm assuming we have seen some AP Jax this season with the Dusk and Dawn, but I imagine with their comp it will just be the AD Trinity Force basic Bruiser Jax. Both team comps very similar. We got some beefy AP Bruiser on the top side, scaling in the bot lane, scaling in the mid lane, scaling the jungle. It's going to be a long scaling game, so hope you got your snacks, hope you got your drinks, because we're in for a show. But who do you think is taking the lead in this series?
Honestly, I feel like it might be Kimchi Poros just because of that Aphelios pick. I've seen so many Aphelioses just, even if they're behind, they can get an item or two and then just become this really incredible, scary threat. But also, more important than that, is that Mop has his Kench.
Yeah! So, he has the Kench, but with the Sivir and the Zehen, I feel like they actually have a way to deal with it late game. My bigger worry is, how is Killa going to deal with it in lane? Because that's the big problem we see, is he gets those early leads, he knows the limits on the champion. But the only way we're going to find out who takes the lead in the series is when we come back for Game 3.
When we come back.
Hello, hello, we are back!
And ready to attack.
Oh, calm down, I didn't do anything to you. Don't even attack me.
Oh.
I'm peaceful, I
We're
swear.
gonna get it early.
As there is no
Invade.
peace going on in this game, as there is an invade going on. Autumn Leaf did secure the red buff, and it will be just an immediate first blood! Astro Smash taking down Autumn Leaf.
Did he get the buff? I couldn't tell.
I saw red buff on him when the fight started.
Oh, okay. Was it worth it by Autumn Leaf? Or just Autumn Leaf?
It's always worth it.
Some really heavy early poke in the bot lane.
Yeah, but that, I mean, it's Sivir and Yumi. I don't expect any actual kill pressure. I just realized it is the head in the top side and more in the jungle. I just realized that.
Oh yeah.
So they are trying to actually deal with this mop. And
Are
Astro
we
did
going to
take
get
an
it-
early reset. That early kill being made double longsword. His clears to be very accelerated.
Mm-hmm. Well, against an early Cole.
That's not early Cole. He started with Cole.
No, he just recalled and bought it.
Oh, did he? Oh, you're right. I'm crazy.
Yeah, I said 100.
For some reason, I thought the BF sword was a refillable.
So, they just anticipate this to be a farming lane.
I mean, not too surprising. Like, no one in this lane has any kill pressure. It's gonna be very boring. Even if the jungles come down, neither one really does any damage necessarily. The only fight's gonna be going on is in this top side between Mop and Killa. As Killa did recall for...
Potentially even in the mid lane.
Ooh, Killa gets the knockup. Mop does have flash, but has that shield on the E. Doesn't even have to burn it though. Gets these grass procs in the Q, has the shield! The tower shot will proc the Zehen passive, but he has the extra life. The Ken stacks did fall off while he was resting, so he does not get stunned by Mop.
The excellent bait from Mop.
Knowing his limits on this champion.
He is up in CS as well. Almost over 10 CS already. It's only been a few minutes.
Looks like Killa did take an early recall to spend some gold. He has an extra,
Oh yeah, I see that. Killa getting very low here, but Autumn Leaf is there to protect him. We see the Jax moving up as well. If Killa stays,
Oh, it does have to flash away from the Jax, but the knockup from the mob will not land. It's Autumn Leaf is getting run down. The flash tunneling does not land. And Autumn Leaf's shield will keep him alive at 100 health. He just barely lives.
I think Astro got minion block there. It looked like he could have he should have been able to get another auto off, but those minions would not let him pass.
No, they would not. Importantly, the flash tongue lash from Mop did also miss.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
No
Mop
flashes
never
top
reset
lane.
though. Killa does have... He cancels the dash with the pole! Mop has no flash to get away, and it will be Killa running down Mop in the top side.
Off overstepping. And will get punished for that.
Yeah, to be a little greedy on that recall, had no health and low mana. TP's back in, but Killa's fine taking these trades, has that conquer stack. Mob's losing minions while this is going on. Yeah, Mid side, nothing's really happening, just power farming. Nothing too surprising.
Yep.
Same thing in bot side, but Corp with a very sizable lead this early in the game, even with that early recall.
They are just able to poke out Lacuna and the Yumi. Yumi is one of those characters that, I mean, she's pretty AFK, so it does sometimes feel like it's a 1v2.
Yep, and Yumi's healing is a lot worse than it used to be. Now she's more of a shielder than healing.
Mm-hmm.
So if those trades don't go her way, it very quickly can stack up. She does still do some healing when she lands abilities, but that's a lot less healing than it used to be when it was just that built-in on the E.
They are going to be, Kimchi Poros able to pick up the first drag. They are going to, lose, the Jax is going to lose some of his top side. It looks like
oh,
he's...
flash forward from Melzar as the ult Victor flashes away. But the Malefic
might
Visions
kill
are
him.
kicking and might take him down. It will, but Jax is here with a follow-up to make it a 1-for-1 in the mid lane.
That was not really expected.
No, but Malzar been playing very aggressive in the lane, I guess, slowly taking down that Victor. And he finally felt he had enough skill pressure to flash forward, knew his damage. And even though Victor flashed away, the Malefic Visions were ticking, and it did take him down.
I mean, Victor in this lane should be able to poke out the Malzahar, but he's been standing...
Oh, Crescendo onto the Sivert, flashes away, and Yumi burns the heal. They are not risking the follow-up at all.
Yeah.
Zehen ult away from the Jax game.
Fair.
Good call. If Moth got that ult off and pulled him back in, I don't think he'd be getting away.
For sure. But yeah, I've seen this Victor just kind of stand in the minion wave when the Malefic Vision is on the minions. So he's just been tanking a bunch of damage for no reason.
Might not know the mechanics. He might not know the bounce range.
Maybe not. We're getting so low here. Is going to get eaten.
Does get nommed up. Big back, and it is Mop 1v1ing in the top side. The Kench baby, he's back.
Killa walking up really, really dangerously close without his ult, without his passive stacked up. And is just gonna get chewed up and spit back out.
Yep, Mop showing mastery on this champion, knows his damage, knows he can just easily take that.
CaseOhs able to pick up the Void Grubs, despite losing their top laner.
So to try to
It
clear
looks like
some
they
wars.
want to kill this bot side. Or
I
they're
mean, they
just
know
staring at
Civ-
wards.
I mean, they know Sivir's flash is down, Dragon's up in 2 minutes, like, they could go for a risky play. Soda being really aggressive, just knows some of these pressures. Nintendo does let his Sivir has the shield, exhaust down to Aphelios. The Aphelios ult does go wide, but he has red. What? You don't want to fight. Sivir's lethal tempo is stacked, but so is Aphelios Conqueror. He has...
Jax is here!
But the Jax is here with the flash forward. Kills the Yumi, or kills the Sivir under tower. Yumi dismounts. But they should be able to just walk away as Bob is running the top side at this point.
Autumn Leaf just
Mordekaiser
flashed
forward, but I think he got flashed into minion blocks, so he couldn't pull anyone into the Death Realm.
Yeah, it looked like it canceled, or I think he like clicked it, but he must have clicked out and canceled it. I don't know.
It
I
was
saw the
definitely odd.
animation like start.
Yeah, it started and then just kind of did nothing. I wonder if he like, I don't think he lost vision, but like, it was definitely odd. Mop lands the knockup onto Killa. Goes for the tongue lash, gets the stun, eats him up. Jack is here for the follow, throws him into the
You're
counter strike.
right,
Killa
it's
ults
Jack.
away. Ult and flashes. But Bob's not willing to let him get away for free. He is chasing, but the tongue lash does miss. But the flash tongue lash will not. Mop taking down Killa again. Mopping up this top side of the top cat.
Yeah, just like we expected. You give Happy Black Mop his Tom Kench, and he will play very well with it.
I mean, we see it again. Every time he gets this Tom Kench, he knows the champion. He doesn't play it. Crescendo on the Sivir. Aphelios has some follow-up damage, but it's not enough through the Yuumi healing and shielding.
They are just pressuring this bot side so much, and we already see over a 1k lead for Aphelios.
Yeah, the cult. Well, he did also finish that cult, so he doesn't have that extra little gold. As again in the top side, just putting on this pressure, Moth not giving him an inch to breathe.
Yeah, they are going to get the Mountain Dragon. Going to lose the red buff again, but you know, that's a small sacrifice for the dragon. Moth does have to be a little careful though. He's walking up super far, and the Mordekaiser is topside.
But he's topside, but what's he gonna do? Take him into Brazil? I think Mob's fine with the 2v1.
Wait, if he eats
Killa goes down, has the passive though to live.
If he ate Killa and got Death Round, would he take him with him?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I want to see that.
I think it'd be a thing where like he beats, maybe Killa would just like spit out.
Yeah, he would be instantly spit out like Yuumi detaches.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's how it would be. Oh, Sivir is taking up Sivir, but the crescendo into the Jack stun. Sivir has to flash and bury her way.
On the other side, the Mordekaiser, I mean not Mordekaiser, the Victor and Malzahar were brawling a little bit. I'm kind of surprised that Fox didn't just click R, knowing that his Mordekaiser was on the way.
I've been surprised, but it might just be they didn't know how far away the enemies were, so they didn't want to risk it.
Yeah. Mop is unrelenting with his tongue right now.
Oh my. He does not have, he does not land the ult, so he does not take Kill away.
They already got the bot tower.
Yeah, they're trying to pressure Mop. He does not have the flash, but has the extra shielding. Is able to walk away, has the tongue lash for some healing as they walk out. But Astro is here to follow up his top laner. Killa's starting to go positive in these trades with that max % health damage on the Q. But Autumn Leaf is 3v1 in his own jungle. He pulls Astro into the death realm, I believe, but it's not going to matter. You're getting out stat sticked.
He lost the blue buff. Tragedy.
Lost the blue buff, lost his ult, lost his life. It's a sad day to be a Mordekaiser.
Herald is up. I imagine that Kimchi Poros would be able to just take this. They are really snowballing this lead.
Yeah, the only lead they have right now is that Malzahar. Crescendo on Tequila. He cannot move as the Pelio stun does follow up. Ult under tower for the damage reduction. Does survive the gank.
He's just getting pushed in non-stop.
Oh, Malzahar hits the outplay button on the Victor. Mordekaiser is here for the flash kick follow-up. But the Gravity Storm CC'd him as the Chaos Storm picks up the 1-for-1.
Malzahar getting stunned by that Victor W, and
The gravity field, the gravity field,
yeah.
and then the Chaos Storm ticking the entire time. I'm very surprised about that trade back.
Yeah.
But importantly, that's audibly burning Flash just to go 1-for-1. I think that was double
He even
Flash.
got an assist, did he?
Yeah. I think, but
Oh,
that
he got
was
the kill?
double Flash because Bounce on Flash
Yeah.
ulted forward. So they double Flash to go 1-for-1. That's rough. Sivir has picked up the Essence Reaver, but if Felios has that Hextech item, I can remember. And Sona is taken to the Death Realm! She flashed under tower, but Autumn is gonna have to back off. I thought for a second he was gonna continue to chase, but no. But the flash is part of the way, but it is now caught out. The crescendo does land as the Felios has to follow up. The exhaust is gonna slow him down for a little bit, but Autumn Leaf has the tempo stacked and will drop. Astro takes a ride in the Herald to crash into the tower, but it is not enough to break it. But with the Mordekaiser going down, that will be Kimchi Poros looking towards the dragon.
That Death Realm range was a little unfortunate because it did go under the tower, so Sona was able to just walk away, and then the CC from Kimchi Poros when the Mordekaiser was out of the ult was enough to be able to take him down.
Yeah, that's Sona flashing at the very last second to make sure she got enough distance.
And that is the third dragon to the Poros. They are stacking these dragons right now.
The Cloud Soul too. I just realized how impressive like Jax is gonna be with that Cloud Soul, getting that bonus move speed when he ults. Same thing with Tom Kench. I think they're very happy with Cloud Soul this game.
For
At
sure.
least I would be. Malzahar working towards that Leon Trees, and it looks like Mordekaiser is looking towards that Riftmaker. But Kench got his full heart steal, getting it stacked, working towards that Dusk and Dawn himself. Jax at 2 items. He is this massive bruiser at this point. Aphelios almost having full Infinity Edge, and Sona working towards what I imagine will be that Circlet. It's a very hard game because they need to find a pick. But who do you pick out? It's that classic question.
And their main pick tool is the Malzahar.
Yep, Victor flashes away, does take a bit more damage. As the gravity field, the Chaos Storm is ticking, but it's not enough damage this time. CaseOhs finally
That
getting
is
back
one
to
person.
gold. You know what, that's one thing. Just keep bullying the Victor. That works.
That is someone they can pick out.
Yeah, that
Victor
works.
is immobile, so...
Especially since often you see these phasers on Victor, but they go for the more aggressive airy for laning phase. So he is easier to pick out. Baron Nashor has spawned, but I doubt we'll see an early Baron rush by either team this game.
Yeah, but they're just gonna, you know, ward it just in case.
Oh, Autumn Leaf, no! Face check into Crescendo, into the counter strike. He did take his Valiant to the Death Realm, though!
Oh, it's getting so
But he
low!
gets the 1v1 in the Death Realm! Oh! That's always a terrible
He's at that
feeling.
point now where he can 1v1 the Mord, and he did have to use his barrier, but that was enough.
Fox does have to flash to dodge the counter strike, does not get stunned.
Should have ulted the Sona there. That was a free kill.
I think it was just a panic ult. He ulted the first person he saw.
He didn't ult anyone. I'm saying Malzahar.
Oh, Malzahar should have ulted. Honestly, he could have just ulted the Jax under tower. the Q still does the damage, so he's taking tower aggro. It's hard to see him get that big shutdown.
Yeah, he could have done. He could have done either.
Either way, Killer getting run down by Mop, though the tongue lash does land, but he's not going to chase him down anymore. Get back to the neutral state. Dragon spawning in 1 minute. That will be sold for Kimchi Poros. I imagine that'll be when they look for it. Still trying to go for trades, but this is a thick Tom Kench. I don't think you want to do that. This is the 3rd time I've seen him thrown into the counter-strike. Kimchi Poros have a game plan to eat him up, spit him out, put him in the dirt.
That is what happens when you give Bob his Kench.
Shendo on to Mordekaiser yet again. You pull the Aphelios in the death realm, but you have to hide in your own realm. The Aphelios does land. But wait, Autumnleaf is actually fighting back, but the death realm expires. And he does drop from Autumnleaf and Corporal combined.
At this point, I feel like the only option for him is to ult that Sona.
Yep, he can't 1v1 the Aphelios, he can't 1v1 the Jax. Maybe he can 1v1 the Victor, but he's never in range. So I think, yeah, you're right, it does just have to be the Sona just to buy time for his team to get there.
It definitely feels like Leaf is playing his own game. Just been doing stuff without his team all the time.
Yeah, Leaf is struggling to even get his grip in this game at this point.
And that's going to be the Cloud Soul for Kimchi Poros.
Cloud Soul at 23 minutes. Only have 5,000 gold lead, but it feels like a lot more because they're using this gold very effectively to keep pressure everywhere on the map.
Yeah, and not to mention they do have that soul already at just 23 minutes. Baron is going to be the next major objective both teams are looking at. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to pick anybody out.
They might not even need to. I mean, Yumi's functionally a non-character at this point. More pulls anyone to Death Realm still gets the 1v1. I think once Moth groups up, I think he's sitting on a good amount of gold. I think once he resets and groups up, they can just force the Baron. They don't need to be sneaky. But they might just try to dive Killa. The Chaos Storm is not enough. Fox TP's in to save him down. Astro is caught out by himself. Exhaust. But it doesn't matter. He has the Blast Cone. There's no one there to follow up. They can't capitalize on it, and they're going to lose their mid tower. They burned
The
Teleport,
Jax is just
burning
so
exhaust.
fast.
That's
With
that
the Cloud Soul.
Didn't even use the ult, didn't get the bonus boost. That's just the base. As with that Sona speed up, he is massively speedy. He is so hard to catch. Uh-oh, Killa though. Killa has been very easy to catch. They do ult the Jax though. They do CC him down. He does fall. He does get saved by Mob though. As Astro is still fighting, the Chaos Storm is not there. Autumn Leaf does drop the Victor, and Yumi's hiding in the base. But ultimately, that's a 3-for-1.
I definitely feel like...
live, but at what cost?
I feel like this Yumi pick was a huge mistake. They don't have enough CC to follow up after Fox uses his ult, then what happens? And it just feels like the Sona has been making huge plays with this crescendo every single team fight. Every time you see someone get picked out, it is because of that Sona.
Oh, 100%. This crescendo's come up every single fight. Just the crescendo's actually been their main engagement, which normally isn't what you see. But they've been landing every single one onto multiple people often.
That was a crazy save by Mob. Jax in his mouth and protecting him when he had, like, it was the last tick before he died.
Oh, 100%. And more importantly, it denies the shutdown.
Yeah.
And now with that death stance, he's going to be even harder to actually kill now. As we do see Yumi burning ult just to keep their team alive.
Blue team's turret has been
They
destroyed.
weren't
They're
even
so
in
worried about getting
that much
killed.
danger. Yeah. They're just, they have PTSD now at this point.
Do you blame them?
Mop going in.
Malzahar ulting Mop under tower, has to flash away. Blood visions are ticking, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
He kind of forgot that Malzahar does have a point in click, almost 3-second CC button. This point out, it is pretty hard for Kimchi Poros to lose this unless they make a huge mistake.
I mean,
CaseOhs
even
are-
then, could be
Yeah. CaseOhs can't really do much right now, but sit back and wait.
Oh, but do go in to grab
my
the
God.
there. Yeah, just instant needed. He did grab Victor into the death realm, but now what?
The crescendo
does
was
drop-
able to.
He does kill the Victor, but the Mop is there. Mop eats Mordekaiser yet again. And he does drop it down, and Autumn
Might
keeps going
die
forward.
here.
Astro finally falls, but at what cost as they keep pushing in the base?
Yeah.
The ace goes down. Killa's up in 10 seconds. I don't think they can end or don't have any minion wave. Never mind, the minions are here. They are going to look to end. I don't know if Killa can hold by himself. We're going to find out.
Does have his ult.
Up on the tower. Both towers do go down.
Oh my gosh.
The CC immune from Killa as he throws down the ultimate. Their reduction finds him a
Love
little bit of time, but
that.
no! Corp will take him down. And with that, Kimchi Poros bop up the CaseOhs in Game 3 and lead the series 2-1.
That was an incredible match to watch. Really, really, really crazy. Ban Tom Kench, maybe.
Maybe, just maybe, ban the Kench.
I know it's not like, you know, Mop was the only major player, but he enabled the Jax to become that crazy fed whatever he was.
Oh, 100%. And even outside of him being an individual threat, we saw the utility in those team fights, saving the Jax, being that CC, being that engage tool, on top of being a massive individual threat in the side lane.
Also have to give major props to that Sona. Just
Oh,
on repeat.
100%.
Crescendo after crescendo. I don't think she missed a single one either.
No, and like the only quote-unquote single-man crescendos I remember were onto someone that Yumi was sitting on. So can you even really call that a single man?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see. Did the Yumi ever go a Mikhail's at all?
I don't believe so. I believe they were working towards the tier support item.
Oh, I mean, it was also just rough for them. It definitely felt like Sivir Yumi couldn't do anything.
Yep.
With that, how aggressive their bot lane was playing.
Yep, it just felt like they were getting outscaled, outlaned, out-team fought. Just a rough time to be the Sivir or the Yuumi in that game. But that will wrap up Game 3, but we still got one more game for you tonight. So sit tight as we come back for Game 4. And we are immediately back with the draft. Kimchi Poros
No downtime here.
Nope, Kimchi Poros are up 2-1 in the series. But looking at the lineup, CaseOhs are putting in their best possible roster minus some off rolls, but they are up 38 points. They are desperate to tie the series 2-2 here.
Will they let Mop have his Kench again?
I mean, Kimchi Poros are setting up for it. They banned Mbessa, Gwen, and Aatrox, three of the best ways to deal with him. I wouldn't blame them for banning it. I mean, we saw the pressure it can do.
Queso's really thinking this over.
They're probably going, do we really have to ban the catfish? No, they're banning away Orn instead. They are trying to make him play his catfish. They have a plan. But no!
I mean,
they're just gonna take away Ray's Syndra.
Well, there's no reason to first pick the Kench ever.
No, that's
but...
fair. I don't think Frosty's gonna play it.
But I feel like it is a little bit tougher for Mop to pick his Kench into Frosty's champ pool, so
Yeah.
we'll have to see if he's confident enough to do something like that.
They did take away Ray's Syndra, so there aren't... even if MLG isn't as comfortable on it, just denying him that massive comfort pick is always a good option. And no, it's the... Oh, it's the Jeki Lucian! They didn't ban the Jeki Lucian!
Oh no! We were just talking about this too.
This is a pick we saw, I think, 3 times last week, and every time it was there, it was popping off game after game, usually with a Nami or a Milio support to empower those autos, and every game it was running that bot lane, running early team fights. And yeah, it did fall off a bit late game, but it often didn't make it that far. As Kimchi Poros are looking to lock in that mob catfish, and they do it! They're saying, what you got, Frosty? I ain't scared, I'll lick you up just the same.
Mop has no fear when he is on his Kench.
We'll see if that might be a bit of some hubris coming out, some top lane bravado. As Kimchi Poros really going to round out the last part, or the last part of the first phase of the draft here. It is a missed pick. We are waiting for confirmation on production. Caitlyn?
Caitlyn?
It is a Caitlyn ADC, most likely from Kimchi Poros. To try to take a very safe laner, try to just survive that short-range Lucian. Oh!
Kate is pretty strong.
Ooh! Frosty Yone! They are saying, I do not care, I will wait for Bork, and then I will run you down the entire rest of the game. I respect the Yone pick. Ooh.
That is quite scary, especially knowing Frosty as a player. He does have that high carry potential.
We do see a Karma band out, so they are worried about just this really oppressive pairing with the Caitlyn. Well, Kimchi Poros worried about that Jarvan makes sense with that low mobility top and mid. Very hard to escape the Cataclysm. They ban away the Silence, and then the Briar ban! This classic bot lane pairing of the Lucian Braum with those double tap autos. Very easy to proc that Braum stun and have the follow-up. The Silas ban, though, makes me think they have a plan. First thing that comes to mind when I see a Silas ban, though, is he immediately just goes towards that Lucian. Or not towards Lucian, towards the Malphite.
Malphite?
Yep. No, we're seeing a Hecarim hover. Okay. That'd be an interesting one to see. And it is the Hecarim! Wow, I almost thought I even saw a Hecarim, a very, very snowball-reliant champion, but when he gets that late game, gets those items, such a pain to deal with that bonus move speed. But I guess with the Briar gone, might be a little
Zillion.
Oh! That makes... Oh, come on. Come on. Give us the Zillion.
Lock it in!
Come on. Yes! So, this is a very, very classic concept because Hecarim gets the bonus attack damage based on his move speed. Pair him with someone like the Zillion, give him 99% bonus move speed, and just see him almost one-shot people with those bonus stats.
That does
Also-
make sense why they banned the Silas now, because his ult is such a powerful tool, being able to revive.
will also take Zillion or Hecarim gives them that massive engage tool that makes them a pseudo Malphite. But they do still have this Zehen, this power pick we've seen. Even last game where he was behind, still pumping out that DPS, being really hard to deal with. And being a pseudo engage tool for that Orianna ult with the Zehen damage reduction and CC immunity. So we have more of a classic front-to-back teamfight comp from the CaseOhs versus a, I don't even know what you would call the Kimchi Poros, just like a comfort solo queue draft almost.
Honestly, I definitely feel like CaseOhs have that easier comp, like we talked about before. When we see these simple front-to-back team comps, they do tend to just win a lot more easier. But I do like the creativity that Kimchi Poros have been bringing to the draft. These crazy picks and combos and mind games.
Oh, 100%. We always love to see it. I mean, how often do you see a Hecarim and a Tahm Kench on the same team?
Yeah. So I feel like I'm actually rooting for Kimchi Poros. Do I think they're going to win? It'll be an uphill battle for them, but if they are able to snowball, we have seen them have that potential to get an early lead. I'm really excited to see this game, honestly.
Oh, I'm always excited to see this game, but like we got some exciting picks, we got some exciting champions, and we got an exciting game 4 when we come back.
taste the dirt in my mouth. You can drag me, you can kill me, to try to stomp the flame out. Oh, angel sound echoes in the darkest hour. You can hunt me and you can have me, but you have no power. It's coming over the horizon like the burning sun. Oh, let there be silence for the ones we drew our courage from. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Don't let your faith dim. There is a light the darkness can never holding the line, bound by the rough thread of hope. Yeah, we've got blood in the fight, and we won't stop till you're empty of both. Oh, this is our century.
Hello, hello! We are back for Game 4 of the Final Boss Draft League Season 1 Finals. CaseOhs versus Kimchi Poros, with Kimchi Poros leading the series 2-1.
Minions have spawned.
But, importantly this game, CaseOhs are up a solid 30, almost 40 points. So they are not willing to go down without a fight. Mop has gotten his famous Tom Kid to the top side. We do see Raze putting damage on the Syndra. Those clockwork autos really showing up early game, that extra on-hit magic damage. We do see the exhaust in the top lane on the Tahm Kench. Nothing too surprising from the spell besides that. We do see Caitlyn with the ghost, so they are down that combat sum in the bot side if the fight does happen to break out. As Raze is keeping the pressure on the Syndra, not giving them an inch to breathe. We do see junglers starting on opposite sides of the map, who will most likely not see any fights over early Scuttle Crabs. They will most likely just be trading them back and forth. Lane's going about as expected. Yone pushing in Mop topside. The early game Yone pressure is massive, especially with that lethal tempo stacking up. Caitlyn having that extra range is very important. Lucian Brum better for that all-in, but hard to survive laning phase. I think there was Orion. It's a pretty straight up skill matchup, but it can go either way. But pretty even so far. We do just seeing more short trades across the map. Both teams try to get some linearity, as we do see Frost taking an early plating in the top side. Mid-late evening out, nothing too crazy, Goldie. Non-existent functionally. Both junglers are just going to be training those Scuttle Crabs. There won't be any level 4 fights to death that we love to see, sadly. We're just seeing some more trades coming out.
Sorry, I'm back.
Well, I haven't missed much.
Racing.
Just some early skirmishing. Mob does go back in, though, in the top side, as Frosty did snap back. Oh, Brumstown does land on the Caitlyn. It adds as the pullback. They try to ghost away, but they still get snapped back to the hen pull.
Yeah, that Brumstun.
That's the power of that Lucian Brom. That double tap auto makes it happen so fast. It's hard to expect.
That is going to get cancelled for that bra. The Mop is getting a little more bullied here than the last game.
Yeah, these short trades are
Might go down. Oh!
Snapback. So importantly, he does have the exhaust, not the teleport, so if he takes a reset, he's gonna miss away.
Yeah. If you die, you also miss a wave, so...
True.
We just had a race outside, and I won both races.
Yagen is here in the top side. He is able
He's
to charge
zooming.
on the Frosty, but he might not have enough damage. Frosty does have to flash, so he doesn't want to risk it. But Yagen's committed! He tower dives him! The Ghost in the phase rush, enough boosty to run down the Yone under his own tower.
This Hecarim can get pretty scary if he does get far ahead.
Oh, phenomenal snowball, but does suffer if he can't get that early lead.
So far, we do see Jackie with pretty much perfect CS at this point.
Oh. That short trade just taking half of Caitlyn's health bar. The pressure of this Lucian Braum, we're starting to see why it's so impressive. Even just walking up for farm, yeah, you outrange him, but he'll dash into your range and just do more damage than you do.
Yeah, and this early pressure is allowing them to pick up this drag uncontested because they do have full prio in that bot side.
Yep, and we do see Yagen looking for another game to the top side after Scuttle Crab. Oh, but Braum gets stunned under the tower! The Zillion bomb into the Caitlyn traps does CC him long enough for Buss and Pooch to take that kill. Cold evening out in the bot side.
Yeah, Braum walked up a little bit overconfident because he did get his passive off, thinking that it would be an easy kill if Jackie was able to get that stun. But unfortunately, they will fall instead.
Yone with this unbound soul taking the short trade, slowly whittling down Mob. Let's get a good trade back of his own with that tongue last.
Getting really low here.
Yeah, but Frosty does have that Vamp Scepter, so he is slowly healing up his damage while Moth is not.
Moth has no exhaust right now. He's going in!
Frosty does land the
immediately
ult.
ults.
Tongue Lash lands, but he didn't eat him. He does eat him. He's gonna try to throw him into tower, but there are still minions tanking. It's gonna be close. He does take down Frosty in the 1v1.
Mob, despite it looking quite poor, despite him getting hit with that knockup from the ult, does get a solo kill.
Does get the solo kill. Does walk away. Puts that exhaust to work.
Might have overstayed here.
Immediately jumped up by Human Face. Flashes forward. The grass peeling does not keep him
Syndra
alive.
is here.
Syndra is here, and Zehen did not get the passes stacked up in time, so will go down. It is a 1-for-1. Rolling on top of Caitlyn, takes about half her health bar. They're looking to die. Rom passive is stacking. And it will be the 1-for-1 with the K-Traction team just long enough.
It wasn't crazy worth it, honestly. Leaf could have played that better if he had walked back earlier, but
I was kind of surprised they had.
Caitlyn is going to miss a bit.
I was kind of surprised they had Autumn tank the tower with Jackie being able to drop it by going out of range, but
Yeah, probably just called it a little too early.
yeah. Now I'm just keeping this farm on the top side as we do see Mop looking towards what I imagine will be that heart steal again.
That was a late thing that said they got the Void Road.
A bit. They only got 2, so it was when they despawned, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, it's not even despawned yet. Despawned to 10 minutes. Weird.
Does look like he is going to go back for that third grub.
Yeah. These short trades starting to go in Mop's favor with that grass proc, but it doesn't matter. As MLG getting jumped in the mid lane. The Hen and Brom enough CC to keep him forever. As Mop looks to go in onto Frosty. The passive stack did drop. The tongue lash will miss. Exhaust down. Mop is looking to be all in. The exhaust has worn off. Passive stacks are still up though, so he's going to look to eat it, but the passive stacks drop at the last second, so he cannot get to consume.
Frosty now once completely dominating and bullying the Kench is going to have to back off a little now.
Yeah, that sustain is starting to make it really hard for him to do anything. He has to try to go for the one shot, but with that unbound soul, it is very difficult to try to do that.
Pop is getting quite low. And they are going to get their, the CaseOhs are going to get their second dragon of the game. Frosty flashes forward!
Does
will-
get the kill with the snapback, but Yagit is here for cleanup. Phase rush is ticking, so he has that bonus move speed, has the bonus attack speed. Using for Frosty, buys a little bit of space, but not enough to get away.
That is someone you don't want to be seeing getting these kills.
No, that is
That
the one
heck
person
room.
you can actually run away with this game.
Human Faith does still have the most gold in this game with his 3 kills.
3 kills.
However,
yeah,
Yagin is not far behind.
yeah, it's literally just that 1 kill difference in the jungle. Gold across the board, basically even besides that, a little lead on the Lucian and the Yone, but it's minimal. as Mop has taken up the Bramble Vest, but with that fork on Frosty, these trades are going his way.
Oh
As Yagi gets blast code into the Dragon Pit, running too fast, has to ult out so he doesn't get CC to death. But instead, it will be MLG dying for his juggler sins. As Braum does flash forward, lands the CC onto Caitlyn. Then ult over the wall, but Caitlyn is flashing and goes to run away.
Critically, that Braum ult did miss because she was able to just walk away.
Yep. But without their mid laner, I doubt CC Poros will be able to put up much of the defensive on this dragon.
Dragon's already gone.
Oh, right. Why did they find this farm? There's not even a dragon there.
I don't know.
There's just some bloodlust in their eyes. Oh, Frosty goes the ult under tower. Mop survives it just barely with that shielding.
Always watching my back.
Has that power, has that teleport from finishing the top lane quest, so he should be able to get away scot-free. But no, he is choosing to stay in lane. Exhaust almost up. He is very much in danger here. Can't even clear the pink ward.
He does have Yongin on the way, ghosting in.
Has the knockback. Mop's knockup does miss. Shielding with Yone. Q3 snapback is enough for Mop to go down. And it's once again Frosty taking the 1-for-1 as he will drop the Yagin. This game feeling is gonna be Hector versus Yone, who can snowball harder.
Yeah, I don't think I have seen the Zillion ult come out yet because we haven't had any fights, like major fights where it was needed on the spot side.
Okay, I want to see Zillion flash
I do
forward
imagine
here,
it
land
could
it
be
slow.
a powerful tool.
Stun land on the Lucian, but Kalen's not ready to follow up. So yeah, CaseOhs understanding they don't really have kill threat with the Zillion, so they're just playing around the other sides of the map. Oh, Yagin in the mid lane. Raze does get CC. The onslaught of shadows is enough to take him down. Raze burns the flash, but he still falls. Yagin looking to put the game on his back as crossing the top side.
That was a shutdown
Rolling down
too.
Mop, ult back in, but Mop eats him up. He's gonna throw him under tower. Second tower shot does
Will they
not
get the
land.
stun off?
The tongue lash is not enough, and the snapback from the auto
Oh, no.
takes down Mop.
Austin.
A fantastic trade, but he does not get the last tower shot he needs.
Yeah, he should have flashed forward. I thought he was going to flash to spit him into the tower, and that definitely
And that flash while
would
eating
have been
someone.
enough. Oh, you can't? Oh, I thought
No.
you could.
That got removed very early on, I believe.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, because yeah, I have seen that happen before, so I thought you could.
Same way Galley used to be able to flash while charging his taunt. They realized it was way too good. As Kaylin
Yeah.
getting caught by the
Oh,
shockwave just gets deleted! Zillion had the ult but wasn't paying attention or wasn't in range. As Frosty the top side using this lead 2k up on the Tom Kent.
It's still a really huge damage threat, so just saw there Autumn Leaf getting chunked to half health. A single combo.
And if Syndra had all, they could have gone for one shot. As Syndra did hit 80 stacks, but does have that true damage on the W. Yagin again with the knockback has the phase rush with the teleport coming in. It is Frosty, and they are getting flanked from behind. The Brummel does see the Syndra for a little bit longer. And the snapback does drop the Yone. But the drops the Hecker, but the Braum shield does protect the Yone for a little bit longer. But Mop does take him down, finally gets the shutdown. As it is a bit of a trade going back and forth, and I think overall Kimchi Poros did come out ahead there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he flies over.
Base goes back in. The shockwave plus the Zehinold is enough to put the pressure taking off the tower. They do drop MLG. They're gonna keep going forward, but Mop doesn't have ult. They don't have the pressure to pull him into tower. Mop tries to go forward, but he does get CC'd. He does get locked down. And that will be Mop falling yet again. Well, every time Kimchi Poros get a little bit of lead going, CaseOhs immediately strike back. Million stun does land on the Braum, but the Lucian calling makes Caitlyn immediately have to run away. She's chunked to 8. She's chunked to 20%.
Caitlyn nearly one-shot by that ult.
Yeah. It's a level 11 Lucian. That's a rank 2 calling. It is a lot of damage.
You have to say, it does feel like the Zillion pick is a little underwhelming right now.
Anything off the ultimate.
So I'm hoping...
And that they really haven't made use of the speed up on the Hecarim yet. That's the thing I keep waiting for.
Yeah, I'm hoping this next dragon, because this is going to be the, this is the final dragon for that CaseOhs need to get that soul. I really hope to see the Zillion make some plays with the Hecarim, maybe get a pick onto the Lucian or even Yone if possible.
Interesting thing of noting, Yone went into Nagori quick play, but it doesn't matter. Mop is getting run down by the head. He tries to jump away, but the knockup cancels the dash, and it will be Mop dropping yet again to Frosty. Syndra stun does land, but I don't know if they have the damage to take him to Oriana. They might need another ball to land. In the meantime, Yag is getting bullied in his own jungle, dodges away from the Braum ult. MLG flashes away, but into what as the Cinder ball missed, but the Oriana ball does not. Human Faith going forward in between the two towers to take down the Caitlyn.
It is starting to just snowball out of reach for the Kimchi Poros. It's gonna be so much harder for them in these fights now that every single member on CaseOhs has a gold lead. We're seeing it was pretty close between Yagen and... Oh, they're looking for a play onto Jackie here.
Braum stun or Billion stun onto 2. Yagen is putting out the damage, but they can't get Jackie in time. He has the heal and has the barrier, and
He's out of range.
Drop. They can't get the kill.
well,
Billion
actually,
stun
Billion
does
doesn't
land
even
under the
have
head, and Caitlyn is coming out the damage, but he's just too tanky with those plated steel caps.
Braum stun, able to save the Lucian at the last second.
Braum stun, the Guardian shield, the heal, barrier, everything. Frosty is immediately chunked down though by that combination of Cinder on top 10. But he has the ult to get away, not risking giving over. It's not even a shutdown. Never mind. Just giving over the kill.
And this Dragon's Soul will be up in just a few seconds. This is Kimchi Poros' time to try to fight back. Or it's too late.
Ooh, that
Oh,
burst
no.
onto Syndra. She is going to get one shot. Flashes forward just to not even risk the outplay. As Yagen is going to fall, but the onslaught of shadows did not reach. He did not get the raise. Procs the phase rush, but with this ahead here, they should be able to peel him off. And the Braum to make sure his mid laner stays alive. Zillion all comes out to buy Yagen a few more seconds, but it's not enough. He's surrounded. Braum flashes forward, and Mop eats Zillion just to give himself a speed up and save himself.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Kimchi Poros trying to stop this Dragon Soul from falling the way CaseOhs. But the Braum and Lucian not giving them any chance. They're not going to risk a random flip. They're just going to keep them zoned out. Secure this Chemtech Soul. And now, how do you deal with this ahead with the Yone when they're that much tankier?
This is looking pretty dire for Kimchi Poros right now. 9k gold deficit, and Baron has just gone.
Oh, Zillion getting immediately deleted! Doesn't have the ult up, it doesn't matter. But Frosty does go down to Butz and Poos. He does get some gold back. They are fighting out, but the Hen is going to keep taking on the Syndra, and they are going to be falling. The Hen lives for a little bit longer and has the ult or the passive to keep himself alive. Butz and Poos does drop Braum, but that is an ace for the CaseOhs. And with 3 men alive, I imagine they're looking to end this game. Only Zillion spawning in 10 seconds, 20 seconds till any actual threat spawns.
I don't know quite if they're gonna end this game, but they will definitely get this inhib, and they're going to turn their sights onto the Baron, probably.
They might reset first, but that goal
Yeah,
just
they
got.
might reset.
You have to look at that reset. I imagine we'll see. Oh gosh, there's a massive spike will be coming out. The Hen taking some active time to force Earth the enemy jungle, take every second he can. Hacker trying to stop it, but this isn't even your jungle anymore at this point. Hold back on his thing where Yagen ult over the wall. Zillion will buy a little more time for MLG, but Frosty still kills Yagen again. MLG survives and Zillion ults over the wall, but the calling drops him. Gunned down, out even being seen. Mob keeps MLG to buy a little more time. The dash forward from Yeki gets the auto onto Caitlyn. As Frosty lands the ult on the last
They
two
will probably
members,
end.
Mob will fall. And with a back-to-back ace, 5 members strong, CaseOhs will look to close out Game 4 and tie up the finals 2-2.
Really, really clean play from the CaseOhs here. Just from the beginning to end, they had a strong lead and they are able to take us to a tie.
Yep, they came in with a plan. They were ready for the mop, Tom Kench. They lost their Syndra, but were ready to counterpick it. Even though the CaseOhs did falter a little bit early, it didn't matter. It felt like every time they had a plan, they were executing it well. They knew what their win counts were, and they played towards it. They recognized they couldn't kill the Zillion Caitlyn early, so they said, okay, we're not going to bother with that. We'll let our bot lane scale. We believe Zeki can play it better. We believe Raze can do more on this than the Syndra can. And they proved it. They came out, they executed, and they tied the series 2-2.
Yeah, now I'm interested tomorrow how these games are going to go, because we do see a trend right now. Kimchi Poros takes the low point games. CaseOhs take the high point games. So when we have a true midpoint versus midpoint, I do wonder who will be able to come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, every game has looked pretty close so far, even when the points have been somewhat far apart. So we'll have to see how it turns out
Except
tomorrow.
this game.
Except, well, it started out close, okay? And it's kind of snowballed out of control bit by bit.
Yeah, but tomorrow we will figure out who will be the FBDL Season 1 champion and the winner of the prestigious trophy. If you haven't seen it already, please go to the announcements and you can watch the video on that epic prize that will be shipped out to all the winners.